at that, the sun has decided to appear. So trying to get as many shipped out as we can first thing to free up more space in the shed also for the ones that are still lambing. But as you can hear, it's very, very windy. So yesterday was an absolute shocking day again. Surprise, surprise. So we didn't get any sheep out. I had another 8 overnight and I have 3 lambing at the moment. So pens are filling up again. The sun is shining. It is ridiculously mild. I'm literally in my hoodie for the first time probably since last summer. So I am getting sheep shipped out, as many shipped out as possible. 2 loads out of this shed already, so just going around sprinkling the pens with the disinfectant powder, ready to bed them again for these ones that are lambing. But it's gotten to the point where I can be careful how many pens I'm rebedding again because we're down to such little sheep. It's insane! We have literally 35 sheep left maybe, and we're not even 3 weeks in yet. Will we get to single figures before 3 weeks? That'd be nice. Or even if they finished, that would be even better. Because we're down to a smaller number lambing, it's not quite so, I say it's not quite so busy, but it's still steady, so it's not quite so bad. Anyway, today is a total different day. It's warm, it's dry. It's very windy, but it's a very warm wind. I think we have over 160 ewes and lambs to go out from big pens, wee pens, different sheds that have lambed over the last couple of days. They're to go outside now. It's nice weather. So I managed to ship out 2 loads from here first thing to free up some pens for the ones that are lambing currently, and that's given me space now to get them into pens. My brother has gone to one of the other sheds to start carting out a bit because we have a backlog of pet lambs now. My sister's needing more pens, so we need to get the sheep shifted so she can get the pens set up, and then I can take off more triplets and give them to her. So yeah, it's all a bit of a cycle, but it's just has to be done. So disinfectant powder, sawdust, shaked out, ready to go for the next year. So just going around ringing some of the new lambs, if I'm happy with them. So boys are getting castrated, girls are just getting their tails obviously, and without fail they always tip the bucket with the rings in it. So I've now learned to put the bucket of rings inside a bucket, so they can't go too far. I've made it to a t-shirt. That is saying something. It was 3 degrees 2 days ago. I don't even know what day it is now. 2 days ago it was 3 degrees. Now it's about 14 degrees. And apparently it's meant to get to 18. It is boiling, but I'm not complaining. I'd much rather have this than the horrible cold wet shit that we've been having. Because a bit of grass for the ewes and sun on the lambs' backs works wonders. So this is the weather that we are so desperately needing. But it's probably only going to be here today. Because let's be honest, it's Scotland, so we can't really get at least one day without rain. So making the most of it. We've had a few lamb again this morning. They're just keeping going steady, so it's good. I'm just feeding the pens that aren't going out, so anything that's really new or is maybe a wee bit ropey, so they'll be staying in for just now. So yeah, we're getting a good clear out. It's going to be good for the mind, let me tell you. It is nice to see the shed getting emptier and knowing that it's not going to be getting filled again. But I've not been around many of the parks the last few, well, probably a couple of weeks. My brother's been doing all that, so it'll be nice to get round the fields, see how everyone's getting on. Good for the mind. It's nice to see the ewes and lambs out in the sun enjoying life, which is very much a sight I cannot wait to see, let me tell you. The best successful adoption. So got a triplet lambed here. She had lambed these two and her third one was coming tail first, so I caught her and lambed the third one from her and have put it onto this ewe. So that was him that was tail first. She was a single that was lambing, so pulled her lamb, triplet lamb onto her. She's still a wee bit unsure, just been a gimmer, but both brand new, both fresh, so hopefully it'll be a success story. We can't be far off the 160 mark, to be honest, of what we've put out. So everything that was running loose has gone, a heap of pens have gone, and I've now got this half of the shed to put more stuff to run loose, because I'm just a bit wary putting everything out to different fields. You know, we've had such a big mass of numbers to get put out to the field that I'm worried that there'll be mix-ups if we keep piling the sheep out. So I think that'll do us for today. Pop these other ones that are ready to go, running loose out here, get them out tomorrow because it's meant to be a really nice day. And then Saturday I think it's meant to be a wee bit ropey, so maybe stuff that's born today will maybe just hold on to it depending what like. But yeah, we're now in the situation where we have heaps of space. Another nice pair this morning. Just pick up this afterbirth. So take them out of the pens. There's two there from ewes that we had this morning lambed. Take them out, and we've got a bucket outdoor that we should put them in. So I'm just going along letting out pairs that are good to run loose. So got a heap marked up yesterday, rung and marked up, that are ready to go. So just getting them out. Come on guys. Lambs are enjoying a bit of extra space. Last few in this shed getting loaded up, heading outside. Hopefully this will be the end of it and we won't need this shed again. just had to take a second to calm down. So could see somebody walking up our road, Wind Farm Road, heading just about in a park full of ewes and young lambs with a dog. When I went rushing up the road, the dog was not on a lead. I could see that from a distance. The dog was too far away from him. And when I got to him, the dog was on a lead. Now, he said the dog was always on a lead. I can't argue with that because, you know, I don't have proof otherwise. But from what I could see, it was very clear it wasn't. He said that he wanted to walk up through here and he would keep the dog on a lead. And if at any point he felt unsafe, he would turn around. And I said, what do you mean if you feel unsafe? I said, what about my livestock? They don't have an option here. I said, this is a park of ewes and young lambs. As soon as they see that dog, they will be heading for that top corner and then they're going to be in an absolute mess. And I said, you're not going to be the one that's going to have to sort it out. That's going to be my problem. And I'm going to have lambs who have lost their mothers. The mothers might not take the lambs back, etc., etc. The list of problems goes on. And he was always, the only thing he was concerned about was himself and his own safety. And I said, look, I'd really appreciate it if you didn't go any further, please, because the ewes haven't seen your dog yet and they're still they're still spread out. Oh, but I really need to get up here. I said, well, can you not find another way to go up? Oh, no, I tried yesterday. Well, sorry, it's just not meant to be. I said, I'm really asking you, please, do not go any further. And he was like, oh, okay, fine. What was it he said? Oh, I'll hang about here and get some fresh air. Do you think I was born yesterday? You're going to hang about here till I disappear and then you're still going to go up and do it? I don't think so, pal. So I've come up to one of my fields that I can see where he is, and I can see he'll have to walk down past me to go away again. So I'm just going to sit tight and see. I'm not having that hassle of 60 odd ewes plus lambs up there. Potentially a disaster waiting to happen. We've now come across new issues. So you can see this wee lamb here is not able to stand or stand for very long. So he's maybe going to manage now. No. So I can see already legs are really swollen. This is called joint hill. I'm pretty certain it's joint hill. Oh, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. For some reason, he's picked up joint hill, which is an infection that goes to the joints, and basically it buggers them. So I've just phoned the vet to see if there's anything I can do, what's best to treat it with, but unfortunately these ones don't normally come right. Oh. It's just problem after problem after problem. Why can't everything just be okay? So for just now, I have given this lamb anti-inflammatories, antibiotics and pain relief to just make sure that he's not in pain and to try and do something. But because joint hill is in the joints, there's no blood goes to the joints, so it's extremely hard to treat with medicine. It's just really hard. I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate it. This poor wee lamb. His mother's the other side there roaring. I'm not quite sure where her other lamb's gone, mind you, but... See what the vet says, see what we can do. So I'm just driving on our driveway, but oh my gosh, I've just got into my Jeep and for the first time this lambing, what a stink of sheep. So I've been using my Jeep obviously to go up and down through the night, and you just jump in your wellies and you don't really think about it, but wow, it is strong today. It's just, if you know that smell, you know it is strong. So yeah, I think after lambing's finished, she needs a good valley. She deserves it. So that's the lamb that couldn't even stand yesterday because of the joint hill. I mean, as you can see, he's still very stiff, but at least he's mobile. He's up. He's able to go about a wee bit. So I've given him some more antibiotics there just now, pain relief. And anti-inflammatory is just, I want to just keep on top of it. Hopefully it might help him. But that's a big difference from yesterday. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you as always for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please feel free to give it a wee like and subscribe down below. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and we'll see you in the next one.